Hi. This is episode 2 of my look through of the Dark Claws Shining Tactics mod for Shining Force 2. The last battle went without a hitch, thank God, because anything less than total success would be quite embarrassing for me. But we've seen the first 3 characters that you get. The changes that have been made, the changes to the gizmo, which was the first battle, and let's continue with the story and see what changes have been made. As you may have already noticed from the first episode, there are so far 0 differences to the actual story itself. They haven't changed those. It's only character and battle changes that have been made, which I'm fine with. I feel that there is nothing wrong with this story. For the time that it was made, which is 1993, I think, I don't have a problem with the story such as it is. The translation's fairly good. There are some obvious plot holes, but there's always going to be plot holes and stuff in a game such as this for 1993. Anyway, so we defeated the gizmo. We're making our way back to the king. Oh, that guy's not fared so well. He's sideways. Oh, never mind. Now, for this next bit, there is the very, very obvious ploy that I could use. Well, to be fair, most people would become violent if shit got stuck into them. Yes, there's the very obvious Lord of the Rings joke that could be made from that, from what's going to happen with the do not pass. But I don't do that. I'm far too above it. I'm above it all. That's got to be the worst incantation I've ever heard, by the way. Evil spirit inside the king, be gone! Ha! I don't get that he says, did it work, whilst you can quite clearly see the thing being removed from his body. Like I saw it, he should see it too. So, anyway. To be honest, the king is so dumb in this game that I would do exactly the same. Yep. Find the evil gizmo, make sure you don't give him any water, and everything will be fine. That's a reference to an old 80s film. By the way, just a note that this is supposed to be the task force that Granz is sending out, which is essentially 3 soldiers and 4 shirtless men. When you compare it to the force that you see from Gallum later on, it's night and day, isn't it? You see what I did there with the night? Yeah, you got it. Okay. Anyway. I'm worried. I'm left in command for once, and I don't like it. Check out this next line of dialogue. That's cold. The minister's character is one of the... This is one of the only lines that I've found so far to be really out of character. Like, in most games, the minister is actually meant to be the sort of backstabbing sort of, you know, lackey that just wants to take power for himself but doesn't have the opportunity to. So he would do stuff like this. But for the rest of the game, the minister's like a really nice guy. But then he goes and says this. It strikes me as a bit out of character anyway. No, I just sat there and watched him. Child labour! Yee! I have a good idea and it won't cost any money! Because of child labour. I did a great job. I hit things with a stick. Oh, no, wait. Actually, it's not a stick, is it? It's a short sword now. Crap. That excuse doesn't work anymore. Yeah, just say yes. I don't have a choice in the matter. Actually, I wonder if it's possible to talk to Sir Astral. Please pardon my... I like he's sleeping in the king's bed. Son! Oh, actually, does the princess say anything? I forget. Okay, because of what I said in the first episode about not caring about your mother and just going off and doing whatever and never talking to her again, I'm going to make sure that I take special care to talk to Mrs. Bowie. That seems wrong. Hey, Mom. Oh, that's nice. But all of that, by the way, is optional dialogue. Like, the stuff that happens later on, you know, you don't have to see any of it. I believe you. Now then, we'll see if the items have been changed. Obviously, they would have to. Okay, so this is pretty much... I'm assuming that's what Yaha's using. The work glove. I think the work glove... Is it actually the work glove or it's called something else? It's what the monks use. Anyway, that's another thing as well. It seems like the monetary values of all the... enemies has gone down, maybe? I seem to remember in the base game you get quite a bit more gold than that after the first fight. Oh, actually, let's see if there's any deals, like if there was anything that they put in there. Ah, fair enough. Didn't really expect there to be anything in there, to be honest. And here comes Marcus Phoenix himself, old pepperoni face, who looks like he doesn't have an axe. Yeah, the work glove must be for him, so... So, Yaha is still classed as a warrior, which is fine. That's what he is in the base game. But let's have a quick look at his stats. So he's level 2, which is more than the rest of us. His attack is... It's really up there, Jesus. He's got high defense as well. Hang on, what is this agility that he has? What is that? Everyone else is like 7 or 6. 11. Really? Alright. Fair enough. So yeah, they've taken the axe away from his base sprite. Seems fine to me, I have no problem with that. Chester might get hurt here because he's got low defense. I was not wrong. I hope Chester's scaling is pretty good, by the way, because otherwise I'm going to be struggling with him. I really like what they did to change Sarah's look in the with her priest class, because the base like sprite that's out of combat doesn't have her wearing a hood. So why should the in combat version have her wearing a hood? It doesn't make any sense. Holy crap! Jeez, the rat is like super tough. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what Yaha can do with just his punch. Oh, it's... Could the work glove... the monk's weapon stun? I'm going to have to check that out later on, and I'll put it down below. I get the impression, though, that they couldn't do that. So that could be a status effect that the work glove... well, maybe not the work glove itself, but all the warrior type weapons. I don't know. Certainly interesting, though. I like that they've added in all these different caveats as well. Like, it makes the base game, especially early on, it makes it... Yeah, you see the debuff that happened because of the sleep rod there. It makes the base game more like more interesting, and there are more variables. Holy crap! The ooze has 24 HP as well. Man, let's hope Chester does more than one attack damage here. Okay. All right. I'm guessing that the ooze, not the ooze, sorry. That the huge rat must have much higher defense than the ooze. So the huge rat has, yeah, 10 defense, which is pretty high. And the ooze only has 8. That makes sense. Okay. I'll check out later if, well, all the information should be going down there below as to whether or not how that compares with the base game. But those seem to be quite high. It kind of seems like they've stacked HP to make the... I don't know, maybe... I would say make the games last longer, but it just seems like they've boosted attack damage and they've boosted HP on enemies compared to the base game, which is okay. Like that's not a problem that I'm having. In fact, it actually gives balance more of a chance because you can play around with the more numbers you have, the more you can play around with them. So having only a small health pool means you have to be very careful with how balanced you make or unbalanced you make it. But if you boost all the HP for all the characters, then there's more HP for you to be able to play around with what you've got. So that makes sense to me, I think. I could have completely the wrong idea, but whatever. We'll see. So far, though, every enemy that I've come across has got more base HP than their previous incarnations did, so I'd like to think that's what they were going for. That's not to say I've never been wrong. It certainly makes the this... Yeah, okay, that has to be something that the work glove does. Because the axe never did that, so it's got to be a special status ability or status effect that it can inflict. Whoop whoop! Alright, Chester's definitely going to need healing. That's an issue. There we go. Okay. I'm unsure, by the way, as to which sprite they stole the hair from to make Sarah's hoodless head from. I'd be interested to find out. Again, it's one of those things, if you know any information about that sort of thing, then feel free to put it down below in the comments for the video. I'll be very interested to learn all that stuff. Okay, level 3. Alright. Yeah, only 10 gold coins? That doesn't seem right. I seem to remember like getting more gold for what you were doing than that. Could be wrong, of course. Never stopped me before. Can't really go and attack him right now, so I figured that'd happen. So I might have to be using more consumables here because the huge rat takes a lot of punishment. I have to make sure the bow stays nice and healthy. The last thing we would want after going through all this is to die to this dumb rat. Okay, that's not too bad. That is less good though. Does Chester get a... He does. I wonder... His attack damage is so low that it might actually be worth just doing that. I'm just worried for her safety versus the ooze that's up there, so I figure it might as well just be worth doing that. Okay. No, let's put ourselves there. And see how much damage Sarah's attack does. 4 is definitely more than 1 I can add. Excellent. Level 4. Although, why is he getting magic points? Makes little to no sense to me. Okay. 6 isn't bad. Alright, just one more turn, and then we should be good. Alright, yeah, if you would give me the honour of being the last guy standing. Good stuff. Okay, so that's going to do it for episode 2. I know these episodes are a little bit short, but they work out best for me. I have a full-time job and have to edit all of these in my spare time, which isn't easy if you've got like an hour-long episode to do that with. So that's going to how these. That is how these are going to work out. Apologies if you don't like them that way, but this ensures that I can get through them in manageable, bite-sized chunks, and hopefully it's better for you guys too. So. Thank you for joining me, and I shall see you next time. See ya.